Hi guys, I'm Corne from Olkers Drumming. Thank you again for clicking on this link and watching this YouTube clip. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you've been learning something in the past episodes that I've been posting on my channel. If you want to catch up on any of the videos that I've made so far, just click on one of the links below. I do have it there. This is the 6th video that I've put up. There will be 12 of them, and as it goes on, I do handle some of the basic stuff just for the absolute beginner drummer, just to get you off going in the right direction. For any private lessons, at the end of this video and my previous ones, my Skype address is put on there. It's a QR code, you just scan it and hook me up with a direct message, DM in other words. So in this short clip, I'll try to keep it under 5 minutes. I know you guys have a lot of scrolling to do and checking on all the other videos of other amazing musicians out there. That's great. I'll do it myself as well. And this one is the 6th edition, is how to practice efficiently. One of my students, actually 2 of my students, asked me, "Sir, how do you go about practicing efficiently?" I know there's a lot of great courses out there. There's a lot of stuff that can really help. I've tried to keep it very easy, very simple. I'm just scratching the surface. But for me, I've got a couple of things that I always do when practicing myself, when I'm teaching my students. The first thing, always, in my previous videos, you've seen warm-ups. Always start with strokes. You can use the practice pad or on your snare as well. Always warm up first with a comfortable tempo, and so you can see how you progress. Always start at 60 when you begin, or if it's too fast, go on a little bit lower to say 50. For me, I start usually about 80, singles, doubles, paradiddles, fours. There's many others as well, triplets. And you play it for a couple of bars. There's a couple of settings on the electric kit that shows you the time that you do it. Take about 5 minutes with your strokes. So when you feel comfortable at 60, go to 70, 75, 80. If you feel you struggle a little bit, go 5 down. Right, so that's the first thing I always do, is I warm up with strokes. Okay, there's a lot of ways to warm up your wrists as well. I do this thing, I've seen this on social media. I think it's Tony Royster Jr. that does this, just to take the 2 sticks to loosen up your wrist a little bit. Go from left to right, then the right one. Okay, so then the wrists are warmed up as well. Then I'll put in the bass drum. Later on, you can bring in the hi-hat. I'll do that as well for about 5 minutes or so, starting at a comfortable tempo, working up 5 or 10 clicks every time until you reach your limit where you feel, okay, you're struggling, you can't keep up, you feel you're going slower, you're off the metronome. Then bring it a little bit down. Then what I do as well after that, I'll do a little bit of sight reading. I endorse this book. It's an amazing book. It's Modern Reading Text in 4/4 by Louis Belson. I've got a page in here that I use called page 4. So I'll do a bit of sight reading on that. And I'll use different combinations of that. So when you hook me up for a private lesson, I'll go in depth with that. So sight reading as well, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, and 1, and 3, and. Okay, so some sight reading is also good. And then at the end of that, when you've done that, put the metronome on a click that you feel comfortable playing a groove. Playing a bit of a groove, check where your cap is regarding speed, too fast or too slow. And then at the end of that, also take about 5 minutes, so that's about 15 minutes of practicing. After that, put in a song that you really like playing with and just jam along as well and let those creative juices come out. So that's just scratching the surface. That's what I basically do. 5 minutes warming up, 5 minutes sight reading, 5 minutes of just a bit of a groove playing. And all of this I'm just doing in 4/4, straight playing. There's a lot of other time signatures, but for this purpose, I'm keeping it at that. Thank you for clicking on this link. I hope you're learning something. My name is Corne. Hook me up with a DM for Skype, and I will reply. Thank you so much again. Ciao. Bye-bye.